Just can't escape.
Can you take me higher to the place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to the place where Gordian sees? Let's go there.
Let's go there.
Come on, let's go there.
We just can't escape.
Can you take me higher?
Okay.
It's time!
Right, so
This man is... He's a mixed martial artist. Weighing at 110 pounds.
hello and welcome back to this weekly podcast of ours.
Another one.
Another frickin' podcast.
Another one.
We're back at it again with the white vans. We don't need introductions here because we're all just hot cosplayers looking for some ass. No, this week we've got some more video games to discuss and more. I assume
More and
we'll
more.
go off topic like usual.
Oh, we will.
Oh, probably.
I can guarantee it.
Going off topic is pretty tight, to be fair. We've just eaten a nice, lovely
Mukbang.
a pizza, a few burgers,
I had some of the pizza too.
a kebab.
From
Energized.
the lounge.
From our sponsors, The Lounge.
They got the order right this time too, which is pretty.
Which is
impressive.
unlike the
That's-
lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've not been on.
It was
particularly forward
delivered
with
in a
their-
timely manner as well.
Yeah.
Well,
Fortunately, none of Nathan's guests have tried to get onto the podcast this week, so camera angle should be pretty tight.
yeah, it's a bit weird not having somebody sat here on my shoulder, sort of like leaning over me, craning their neck.
saying about 3 words.
Craning. Swan necking.
Yeah, there is that. Should we jump straight into it, guys? I have not a Gavin's bag,
Ooh.
but an expensive Tastes with Lee bag.
Oh,
Straight in there.
because we've
Should we
all
go
been
straight-
missing out.
'cause I-
Straight in there.
Right, this one's quite important because
I'm ready.
Yeah.
it's not the guess the drink jobby, which it should be. This is a Tastes with Lee. Let's try these.
Yeah. I think let's
up for
jump right into it.
I think personally,
It's good to set the tone
out
for
of
the rest of the
everyone
podcast.
is going to enjoy this. I think Nathan's going to enjoy this the most.
Yeah.
I think he's got a bit of a chubby on the go.
Sounds like I've got a semi.
Oh.
These are alcoholic beverages, but also
They
energy
look like
drinks.
energy drinks. That's
Energy
okay.
alcoholic beverages.
That's
So
interesting.
they're not your poor man's energy drink. These are expensive taste with Lee.
Have we got some? Should we grab some glasses?
Not for pregnant women. Double.
I realised that.
I can't have any then.
I realised that Lee's provided some glasses over there, like he knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah,
No,
you smash
no,
any of them though this
JD.
time, Lee.
No,
Yeah,
maybe one.
maybe.
Go
That's
on.
why I brought an
I
extra
presume
one.
I'm gonna have to get up and.
I
Get
I think considering you're the closest to the glasses,
I'm gonna put them closer to you
logic
next time.
logic would dictate.
the table.
I mean, should we exercise a bit of logic here?
I've seen these knocking around as well.
Yeah, I've wanted to try one for a while. They're not. They're unfortunately not Four Loko, which is the American version, the big cans.
So I'm guessing there's 2 Guinness glasses because one's for you and one's for Jev.
Yeah.
You guys can have those.
Where's the Guinness?
Another
There's a
guinea.
Guinness cup. You could still write a G on it and try and split that.
Whoa, that looks.
Oh wow.
That looks like alien's piss.
Oh wow.
That looks like the nuclear rod from the episode
This
of The
could-
Simpsons.
This cannot be beer. Surely.
It's no beer, my man.
What's this one gonna be?
I
like?
don't know.
Dude,
Start
look,
with
Have you
apple-
guys seen
apple
this?
sour.
Look
Oh,
at
you
that.
just nicked it anyway. Expensive taste with Lee.
this is like I'm gonna have a little sip of this. This is either gonna be really fucking nice or completely nuclear foul.
It smells.
I mean, it smells weird.
Cheers, Daddy.
L'chaim.
Have we gone yet?
Oh, Lee's gone.
Lee, have some more if you want some more.
What?
It just tastes like apple sours. but
It
like
tastes
bitter.
like.
It's the aftertaste I'm not
It's
enjoying.
bitter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just wait a minute.
The
don't know,
caffeine-
it's-
caffeine.
That is not nice.
I can't explain it.
I don't think I want it.
Camera,
Do
look
you want
how green it is. No, you've got whatever you pour, you drink.
What does it?
Yeah.
It tastes like something.
Quiet.
The licorice thing. No, the lick it fucking sour sweet.
What?
Yeah.
Is
I
it-
don't know.
Do you mean
Lee.
the sherbet one that you dip and lick?
No, not that one.
Oh, I like that
that.
one. Does anybody? Yeah, does anybody remember that? Sweet.
Brain liquor.
Hmm?
What?
Brain liquor one. Oh, come on, someone please.
Is it a dummy? Is it dummy shaped?
Yeah, kind of.
The fucking what now?
So, question is, how blue is this blue one going to be?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The brain
gonna be like
liquor.
the
I can see some of the liquid there, but I can't see any
This
colour
is
yet.
pineapple and kiwi. So
Oh, it might be.
look how blue it is. That's pretty.
Man, that's 7.5% alcohol.
Can you backlight it?
Ah, do you know why it tastes like apple sours?
Because it's got
That's
apple
just
sour.
Because it's sour apple.
But that's a different flavour because different word arrangements. Oh, wait, just use my phone.
Oh, that is bad.
Where did you even come across these?
I've seen these loads of times before.
Tesco.
See, it looks like a lava
Wow.
lamp.
Oh, look, it's Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Oh, that was my favourite flavour.
Oh, to make this games related, video games related.
Well,
Is
quite
anyone
understandable.
interested in the Fallout series coming out on the 11th of this month?
Fuck yeah.
We're currently filming on the, I believe it's the 5th.
Oh my god.
Oh
Likes
man.
it a lot.
Oh, that's awful.
That is disgusting.
How bad is it?
Horrible.
Oh man, it smells foul.
I don't think
Nah,
it's
I
that.
kinda
No,
rate
that's
it.
that's actually,
That's better than that.
yeah, that was
It's
that.
not.
Yeah.
It's way too strong. It's like drinking like neat squash.
That's quite nice.
That is the perfect. Yeah, that's the perfect explanation.
It
Yeah,
is, isn't
it's
it?
syrup.
Mm.
Yeah, like fizzy neat squash. You need to. Like,
Do you know what? This
you
is
need
gonna
a mixer
send
with
my
that, and the
sugars
mixer with that
high.
needs to be water.
This
I
is
did
gonna
worry about
send
that.
my.
Did
That's
worry
fine.
about
I've got some insulin. We can do a live injection.
The reason why it's expensive taste with Lee is the one that's a simple flavour is £3, and the one with two flavours is £3.30.
Oh, no way.
So they're
I'm
not really a
Typically,
substitute.
I've gone.
This is
Lee-
weird.
Lee has
This-
typically gone for the expensive taste with Lee. He's gone for the more
Just like to say,
expensive.
these are 7.5%. You'd probably need 6 or 7 of these to get you drunk.
Well, yeah, and you'd be
Caffeinated
fast.
alcoholic beverage. Man, this is weird.
That's a weird.
What's it meant to be like? Is it just an energy drink with alcohol in it?
Yes.
I'll stick to my monster. With
A bit like Four Loko. If you know Four Loko is the American version, which you
Yeah.
can get over here. Then there's massive cans,
Oh.
not the small cans, the big cans.
Yeah.
And you can don't do that.
He's returning
Ask the guests if they would like to try some.
But why is it, like, so sweet?
Pops?
Like,
It's very sweet.
That's
I think the
awful.
blue
Tell you
one's
what,
actually
this
not.
audience is dead. This live audience that
Yeah.
we've decided. to
Like
get.
the live audience is dead.
and the crowd goes wild.
Oh dear. Come on, some kind of reaction from you both.
That's not. That one.
Wait, what?
Do you want to try the ultra blue drink? It's blue.
Would you like green?
Yeah.
They're not, I think they're not bad.
None of you three are going to be pissing clean.
I mean, when have I ever?
From all the PEDs.
You look like fucking Bob Sapp.
all the peds were on. Performance enhancing drugs.
Oh, I wish I had some of those.
I was playing Call of Duty earlier. I'm definitely not a piss clean. Like Cronus we bought earlier.
Yeah.
CX.
I thought you were going to say all those
Did,
aimboots you've shoved up your dick.
I can't believe that.
Did you
Cronus
buy
is
that
there.
Cronus?
Unfortunately not.
They've gone down. I realised this the other day. They're now 78 quid.
They're cheaper on Amazon as well. I mean, I've looked.
Oh, they're £56.
Oh,
99.
I don't ever want to drink that again.
I think Lee should have finished that blue one off. Go on, Lee. Just have it all, mate.
No.
Down it, down
Leave it
it,
there.
down it, down.
To be fair, I'll give you a tenner to Strawpedo. What's left?
Mm-mm.
A tenner.
Oh, I will raise you a pound.
It's £11.
Get an 11er.
No, because you will see me fall down the stairs.
What?
I fall down the
I'd be
stairs every
sick.
time I'm here.
Yeah, but Lee, you'll be look at it this way, Lee. You'll be drunk, but then you'll have all the energy.
You'd be drunk, fast, and
But
rich.
you can't pass out, like Cat Williams said. It's like I'm drunk.
Just have some white friends. They have an espresso martinis.
Sambuca. They call it Zambuca. Sounded like one of my African cousins.
I have 36 pairs of swimming trunks and I don't have a pole. Joe Rogan. Right, so there was our little segment on the expensive taste. Turns out that Lee did choose the more expensive one.
Well
typically.
done, Lee. Your taste buds.
Unfortunately, it's Lee 1, us 0.
Lee one, expensive taste 0. Oh, man.
His taste is still expensive.
Yeah, so the whole expensive, the whole premise of this game started because everywhere we go for a drink, Lee may as well look at the bar staff and go, what's the most expensive drink you've got back there? I'll have one of those.
He legitimately does.
Basically.
Refined taste buds.
It's normally like £6 a pint wherever you go.
Yeah.
And that's in Wetherspoons.
I mean, what he should say is, what is the most expensive Spanish drink you've got back there?
Or Italian.
Yeah.
Does it have an I at the end?
Is it European? Is it expensive?
He wants a high quality premium European lager, and he
Yeah.
won't take anything less than that.
We would
The thing is, if I
playing,
was over there having it, it would be cheap as chips.
Over there.
we were playing video games the other day, and you literally kicked off about how much you love Moretti. Or was it Madri? Was it Madri or Moretti?
Oh,
Which
fuck
one
it.
was
It's the same thing.
Well,
That-
same ballpark.
Here's
Same
Spanish
ballpark,
one's
yeah.
Italian,
here's
who
a fun
cares?
fact for you. That's just Coors Light rebranded.
Is it?
Really?
It's just Coors Light rebranded.
Oh, Lee.
Just eat some Coors.
Let me have a
in the
look.
fridge.
I
Let me have a look at the
I like
can,
Coors.
It's
please.
good, actually.
Yeah, Coors is
Lee.
good. It's smooth, and so is that, isn't it? Do you know why?
Yeah.
It's just rebranded.
Really?
Smooth operator.
It's rebranded for us
I thought
British
Carlos
people,
Sainz was in
which
here.
is why he's wearing the
Smooth operator.
Like
He looks like Tyson Fury.
Tyson
fat.
Fury.
Good fighting man.
He looks like one of those people who cosplay as the Peaky Blinders round Kitty.
He does look like he's a good fighting man.
He looks like the kind of guy who would like work at the Black Country Museum but not actually work
Yeah, he's
there
good-
and just
yeah,
hang out.
He's a good fighting man. That's a good fighting man.
All right. Anyways, video games.
Let's get to this week. This week on another freaking podcast.
This week.
Would you like to kick off, CeeLo? What's been
What
has
has
been your
been
agenda?
what
this
has been
week, my man?
happening?
It's like-
I've been playing Destiny. As
You
per
have
usual.
not.
Oh, nothing new there. Although I have played something different.
I hope
Of
you sacked off a raid.
I didn't sack off a raid.
I hope
Well,
you were
tonight's
late to a
raid. Who said that?
I don't know. Somebody said it.
No one said that.
It's Friday is podcast night.
Was it not earlier in the week?
No, raids are on Tuesday and Fridays.
What did you do
He left
Tuesday?
us for a raid earlier today.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I do not.
raids are great, and I think we should do a stream where you are all in your first raid pass. Lee has played Destiny. He doesn't
Well,
think
look at
it's
me at
terrible. He doesn't think it's terrible.
Please play Destiny.
Lee has played
This week.
Destiny this
It's
week.
not about him this week though.
Yeah.
This is we're talking to you.
Okay.
We'll get to this fucker.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So a bit of Destiny as per usual. My main game. Quite a few news on that, but we'll probably do a round of what have you been playing before we get back to that.
We'll get to that.
I've also gone back to Red Dead Redemption
Ugh.
Ooh, 1 or 2.
2,
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
and I'm hoping other people will join me
Yeah,
I'm fully-
you won't have a
I'm
hard
so
time
that-
talking. With
so that
No.
we can
Easy.
do the online. I've started the online,
Any good?
which is good. It's good, but it needs friends.
Oh,
Should we do the Kai Senate
That's-
and
that's-
actually cosplay it?
that's mad because
That'd be so fun.
We're
actually.
We're just
friends.
going to sit down and hear.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
that's a coincidence.
And you like games, and I think you'll like Red
and
Dead.
I have Red Dead Online. Yeah.
Oh, this is a
I've
shame
got
though.
Hmm.
Lee doesn't
I haven't
have
got it.
Red Dead, and Lee hasn't played the storyline.
You've got.
You're
Oh,
Kieran
Lee, it's
Duffy.
one of the best
We've already established this.
Okay.
because he's also got long johns.
Oh shit, he does wear long johns, doesn't he?
Little John's long johns.
Lee Little John.
I'm not an O'Driscoll.
You talking to me,
O'Driscoll?
You may not know me.
That's what O'Driscoll was saying.
Leviticus Cornwall. I know. Dutch Van Lee.
Dutch Van Lien. Dutch Vanderlyn.
You don't know me. You keep robbing me.
You may not know me. You keep robbing me.
Dutch, how do we keep on ending up robbing the same guy?
My name is Leviticus.
First the train, then the bank.
Cuomo.
Now we're robbing his fucking canal boat.
No, so I'm back into that, and
As
I
you can
gotta
tell,
say,
we are fans of this.
I am
franchise.
really enjoying it.
Good.
I haven't contracted the TB yet.
You have.
I've
you
been
just haven't
I've been
realised.
avoiding it.
The totally bad, as in I'm super sad
Yeah.
that he dies.
I've been avoiding
Spoilers.
it
No, he doesn't.
up until I've just got to the bit where we rob the bank, and that guy, whatever his name is
You're-
it Strauss?
you're
Leonard
hard-
Strauss?
Leopold Strauss.
Yeah,
You're having
Leopold.
A great time then.
Yeah,
You're in Saint Denis.
Nah.
Oh,
he's-
I've just got to the city.
You're just outside Horseshoe Overlook, ain't you?
No, just got into the city.
Mate, you got tuberculosis ages ago.
Oh, we get collecting.
Yeah.
No. So I didn't. So the first time round, I go beat the guy up, and you just contract it straight away.
Yeah.
This is my second playthrough.
So you're leaving
So
that to the very last moment.
I've avoided it. The guy dies, and I've debt collected the money from his wife.
Yes.
What? So you can
But no, 'cause you- no.
not get it?
No, you always meet him at the one point, so you always will.
Yeah,
get
I
it.
thought you always had to
Yeah.
beat that guy up.
It's,
He
it's,
always
a,
coughs
it's a
in your
forced
tits.
mission. It's for
Yeah.
No. So far, you die, but I think you died differently. I'll let you know when I finish it.
I mean, I know
But-
how you can die a second way.
Yeah, but at the moment, I haven't contracted TB. Not
Okay.
to my
No,
knowledge.
you get it. You get it when later in the game, real late in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so I haven't got there yet.
You don't know you've got it, basically.
Yeah, but so
That's
far we're
pretty
good.
I'm glad. I hope
But
everything goes well for you. 'Cause that game is
So-
really good.
Yeah,
Something
honestly,
something
I hope
tells
your- I
me
hope
it's
your-
gonna
I hope
go
your Arthur
awful.
survives.
Yeah,
Oh.
but apparently I read in an article. I didn't read it properly, but I did kind of skim through. There might be a next installment.
Yes, I've seen this as well.
So I need
would
to
like
look into
also
that
add,
properly.
I hope everything goes really well, and I hope when you do play as John, not saying that Arthur will still be around, but I hope you get to build a house.
I did that
It's
last
the,
time.
it's the best part of the whole game.
It's like
You just move the stick and then you hammer a nail.
yeah. Plus, you just the problem with it is you're just kind of like, oh, I'm waiting for something to happen.
Give
Oh,
me a
something's
hammer
gonna
and a
happen.
nail
Something's.
and
And
a
it's
nail.
like,
Listen to the best song in the world.
yeah. I was wide open.
No, it's not
It's-
that.
it's not.
No,
Right.
it's even better.
All right, we'll move on to Lee because I feel like I'm hogging.
So Lee, what's this about you playing Destiny then?
I don't know. I got weaned into it.
Weaned or kidnapped or battered over the head? or
Stucky was my
Pretty
secret
much
weapon.
all the
A
above.
Welshman
Yeah.
convinced you, but he's Welsh.
He lived there briefly. No, I'm joking.
My name,
So-
Wales
my
is
name's,
tight.
My name's English spelling of a Welsh name, which makes me and him brothers. That's what we know.
Gavin.
Yes. Whose calls as jacket?
So
yeah,
yes, Lee.
they made me download
They made you by
Who's
gunpoint.
who's daily?
CeeLo and Stucky.
Now, how did you allow this?
It sounds
Well,
like
they
CeeLo
were
got
just
him in a
const-
sticky situation.
Yeah, it sounds like
I was in party chat with them at like 10 o'clock at night, and then we passed through me and was like, oh, Lee, just go on, download Destiny, especially this one.
Oh, me? I swear Stucky did the bulk of the work.
It was a tag team, I think.
You got tag teamed.
He got guilt tripped into it because
So-
Stucky was like, "Oh, imagine your friend wants you to play a game, and you have a gaming podcast with said friend."
Proper guilt trip me.
He makes good points.
It sounds
So
like
I
no
downloaded
choice.
it. And you know what? This guy went off.
What do you mean I went off?
He was giving you a
Lee,
chance
it
for
was
to download.
Lee, it was 1 o'clock in the morning,
matter.
and I had work,
You said you were going to stay on.
and
then
I
you did.
had work.
You chose to stay
Literally,
on.
for the past 2
When
days,
he's in
I
the-
have been
when he's in
near
the
enough
work,
sleeping.
His work was done. He got you to download it. He was like, "Peace out, H-Town."
Yeah, but you and Stucky had a little go up
did.
until
Yeah.
I don't know 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it was something
Pretty-
stupid, yeah.
Diddler didn't try and get you, did he?
I mean-
Diddler tries to get
How
you.
many dudes? How many dudes? I can't say it. It's great. Yeah. So, anyways, what's your experience like with Destiny, Lee?
I'm not fully set on it yet, but
First impressions.
PvP, yeah.
Yeah.
No, PvE, yeah. PvP.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it?
It's a little bit interesting.
It's not Halo though, is it?
I want to see Jev in that
That's
PvP.
the problem. That's the problem. I'm shooting hipfire and everything like Halo, and it's not like that.
No. So there's.
And I need to get over that.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to do ads, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you don't have
ADS.
to. You just have to be good. You
movement.
can hip fire stuff. There's a mod.
Double jump, sorry.
There's a mod
Triple jumps you can do.
that sort of helps with like hip firing and increases your accuracy during hip firing. There's 2 guns that are meant to be hip fired, which is a version of the battle rifle from Halo, but it's called the BXR Battler or something in Destiny. They've also brought the sidearm from Halo.
Magnum.
The M6.
I don't know what it's called in Halo, but in Destiny it's called... Oh god, what's it called? It's an exotic as well. I will remember it. I don't use it, but yeah, they brought that over as well.
Stolen.
And if I remember correctly, with the sidearm, you can build up to a point where you get like a proper frag grenade. So like in Destiny, it's sort of like space magic-y type thing. But this one, they play heavily into the nostalgia of everything. But yeah,
it's a good trick to.
Yeah,
to get.
I mean the other weapon, which at Stucky's prime was his go-to, and like our whole team used it. It's called the Last Word, which is it's like a hand cannon, like a Western style hand cannon, and that is meant to be. It's like quick firing, so like you do the whole sort of like
onto the hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like was
Single
that
action.
Cade or whatever his name was? Does he use that?
No, Cade uses a different gun called the Ace of Spades, which is really good as well.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
So anyway.
it's great. But it's got a perk on it called Momentum Mori. And
Death.
yeah, and I need to remember what that does. But I think after like 5 kills, you get like special bullets that sort of increase your damage and stuff. Yeah, but I'll need to confirm that. I haven't used it in ages. It's got a really cool reload animation. So like you do the whole spin the gun thing, which is pretty cool.
Like a lever action.
No. Like do you like
When
in
you
the
spin
West
the- when you
where
spin the
they
cylinder
spin? Yeah,
and
like
revolve
I
the
think you reload it, but then you also
Spin it, yeah.
spin it around your finger, type thing.
Like that. They don't do the
Yeah.
revolver spin flick and then spin it around the finger. Bang, 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 bang.
I'll need. Do you know what? I'm gonna bring this information back because these are weapons I haven't used. I'm a little meta whore when it comes to Destiny.
You're a meta whore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really play into the meta, to be honest. Oh, I've also got. I played Trials of Osiris, which is Pinnacle PvP.
Cyrus is my favourite.
Every time I go in there, I'm just there because I'm like, I'm just gonna die. There's no way I can win this. But
They are trials.
they are trials, and I've got a really cool dragon head armor.
That was close.
Yeah, there's some really cool
Dragon heads.
Yeah, it's like a proper dragon head. Lee saw it yesterday.
Yeah, his build is pretty sick. To be fair, I'll give
The
him
armor basically, Lee's being pulled in by the
that.
emote
But there is Dragon Ball
and
stuff.
the armor.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I said to
Emotes,
see,
yeah.
I said to see. I was like, why did you not start with that?
Yeah.
That would have pulled me.
That
in.
would've got him straight
Is it,
away,
you
yeah.
should have led with that. Yeah.
Joe, I've never really watched Dragon Ball. What do you do with the Dragon Balls? I'm getting looked at now from all different directions with a look of shock on.
It just deserves silence.
I mean,
Like, what is it? I remember it being a thing, and they do like fights and stuff. It's a bit like
It's
Pokemon,
like-
but with circles.
It's the original shonen anime.
I don't know what that is. Either.
So like, there's a
It's the
main.
one that crafted what anime is today.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have like anime time with Jem? Do you reckon?
Oh, we could do.
oh,
couldn't
we could do.
Actually, do you know what it should be? It probably should be anime time with me and Elle, because
Yeah, but could you, if we're gonna do that, give us a heads up because I need to catch up with my anime.
you like Bleach? Don't
Bleach,
You?
I'm a Bleach guy. Yeah,
What the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
great.
I like Digimon.
Digimon's tight.
Yeah.
Back to the Destiny. The PvP
Yeah. Yes.
bit, I would say it would be good. No, the whole superpower things that you
Yeah.
It would be good if that was a timer within the game. I know it is already timed, but I mean a timed warning. Because
Okay.
it is so chaotic with all that happening. You don't know who's
Yeah,
who,
but
and you-
did you play 3v3 or did you play sixes? we
I've done
played-
3v3 and 6.
Yeah. So 3v3 is quite nice, and I really enjoy 3v3 because it's a bit slow.
Well, I don't know about
The
that. Depends if you're going to get raid guys or not.
well, this is what I mean. The trials guys. So this is the problem.
The
The-
Trials of Osiris.
Yeah. So the hardest PvP, which is trials, feels nice, and the normal PvP, which is what I like, is now full of those guys who are clearly on Cronus's.
Are they
Oh,
like
clearly.
training to go into the? Is it a bit like ranked? They're ranked and they're trying
Yeah,
to
it's
Yeah.
similar. Yeah, but the
Okay.
problem is
They've got all the fucking
you can
slots and
tell
everything.
that they
Yeah,
they have Cronus
It's
matches.
too try hard.
I
you
literally
said,
loaded up
basically.
5
Yeah.
seconds in dead.
This sounds a lot like
Right.
when Modern Warfare 2 29 no was it 2021 or whatever. Modern Warfare 2 I played ranked multiplayer, and you get to a certain point because obviously it's capture the points. You get to a certain point where you get to like I think it's gold 2 or platinum, and there it crosses over from being like enjoyable, fun, competitive play to literal. Everyone knows every angle. If you get killed at the start of the game, you're then not spawn trapped, but you can never get to the point because they will have
Yeah.
the angles immediately.
It's like-
Admittedly, like you got the advantage because you're not the regular players of the the real ranked, like the top tier ranked. You don't get that whole like they're playing that level. You've got the object of surprise, so you could throw a grenade in a weird way,
Yeah.
or you can jump around a corner in a different way, or climb a barrier which no one else would do. But unfortunately, it ruins it for everyone else because
This is the problem, yeah. So Trials has like or not Trials, like Destiny has like a competitive mode, which they've just called it competitive, but everyone obviously has got comp.
This is the hook you tried on me,
But-
isn't it?
No, but the thing is, comp is quite alright. But like, we did end up peaking because you start off sort of low, you know. So like every time it resets, you start basically from zero. Yeah, you have to have like your 7 games, and then it works out which pool to put you in, and then you got your bronze, your silver, and then your gold.
Yeah.
But we could never make gold or platinum, or we made gold, but we could never go to like the highest tier because it was just or like you play a certain amount of games. If you win, then you sort of build up to the next rank.
They never had the duo in there.
But
Can you take me higher?
yeah, then you hit Mr. Cronus, which is weird because like you get like armor stats, and I got like a triple 100 build, which is like 100 resilience, 100 recovery, and 100 discipline, which is like your grenade recharge time. But I was getting 2-tap man, and I was just like, what the hell? I've never been killed so quickly in this game. Basically.
It was so funny. When they went into that game with Stucky against the Trials.
Trials, yeah.
Yeah.
Trials, yeah.
Yeah, Trials guys. He was like, I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah, they're
This
just
is what it's
awful.
like if...
Yeah,
you
they're
walk
just
into one of these.
awful. It's weird. And this is why, personally,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of skill-based matchmaking. Because at least it makes the sandbox competitive for people on
Yeah.
your level.
Yeah, but the thing I would
That's the
find with
thing.
skill-based matchmaking is like you're typically always like to have a good game. You're sort of expected to have one of those standout games where you play well. So you end up losing nearly every game, and everybody I think seems
No, it
to.
works
report
out.
the
Not
same.
really,
No,
though, because
Okay, well maybe that's more of a Halo.
because for
It
instance,
works out
yeah,
in like 5 games. You play 5 games and then it works out your average from that, and then it puts you into that average.
I would like to point out that the best matchmaking I've ever experienced was on 360 and Halo 3's
Yeah.
ranking system. So
Yeah,
you
that
can go
was
in,
really good.
you go into ranked, which is obviously very ranked. You get the one up, one down system, or you go into social, so you can play as much as you want, and your rank can still increase. You got a number and an actual physical rank. So you are sergeant or whatever
Yeah.
you go to. When I used to boost these accounts and sell to people because I was that good at the actual game.
you weren't good, were you, at PvP? God. Imagine
I
that.
was a sweaty little kid. I didn't even
Yeah.
I didn't even need monster back then. And,
He did sweat.
I used to go up the ranks and then sell the accounts at general or
Yeah.
gunnery sergeant. Well, not gunnery sergeant, gun, whatever they were. Anyway, they were quite high up, and then you sell them. You get money on eBay. So you make an account, then sell it on. But the thing is, because there was a separate ranked from your social. You could your ranked high players could still go into social, but obviously to them it wasn't competitive, so it wasn't as fun. So they would stay in ranked. They would sit in ranked and they'd keep playing it. And the way it'd work is you'd have like a bar next to your name, and you'd have to win like 5 games, and it'd put you up another rank.
Yeah.
And if you lost one, you'd have to go up 8 bars. It would but it wouldn't show you that. You'd wait till the bar filled up. And
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than it being like the bar being broken down into like 1,000 experience, it was literally just like 5.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then
it was just one increment,
and the way
so you knew what you were going to be winning or losing every time.
So if you need to get 5 wins to go up the next rank, you'd win 3, you'd lose 1. Instead of taking it off, it would just stick you at like bar 2. You have to win 2 to go back up to where you were, and it made the competitive side of it really fun, but also you could do that rank was shared across. So Lone Wolves was free for all, so it'd be 1v1v1 for like there's 10 players in a map. Then you'd have like 5v5 standard sort of Call of Duty sort of situation, and then you'd have like big team battle, even at rank level. So like it was mad, and then you'd have like weird ones where it's like Team Fiesta, where you get random weapons.
Well, Fords.
You get random Ford Fiestas. You get a TDCI, or you can have an ST.
Yeah.
They
Or
usually-
an STI.
They usually are.
Is it just a Subaru?
They usually are STs. But that's what I mean. Like back then, I still think to this day, it doesn't matter what game it is, doesn't matter any game. Apply that system, it's brilliant.
Yeah, because like the problem with it at the minute, well, what I find is, and this is my support for skill-based matchmaking, because the problem is now when I play, I get ranked with streamers or cheaters or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like I said, the people that play Trials. So like for me, I'm like, okay, Trials is the pinnacle. Yeah, this is a game mode that I know I'm going to go in there and I don't stand a chance, because the whole premise of it is get 7 wins without a loss, and you go to like the lighthouse, and then you get like an adept weapon.
Yeah, that sounds really stressful. And
I know that I won't be able to do that, but they should also not let those guys come into my lobby to then bring that same level of, because then I'm like, okay, I don't actually have a fighting chance here.
This is
Whereas-
and you've got nowhere there.
Yeah.
You've got
Whereas
nowhere.
if the mode that I play, which is basically exactly the same as Trials, except I used to be able to win in that mode, is called Elimination. So if they just made that skill based, then at least I've got a fighting chance, or me and everyone that I know who's sort of like,
Yeah, I mean, and
not
the
at
only
the-
way they're going to get in is if they just do a Smurf account and just want to play at that level for a bit, right?
yeah,
There is people that do that.
Oh, yeah, of
There's
course.
a
I
thing
mean,
called
I-
like two
streamers
boxing
do
or
all
something.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Yeah.
done stuff like that in the past as well. To be honest, like
But-
when what was it? Black Ops had that beginning noob mode. You remember? There was for your first 10 multiplayer matches, you get put in with like super noobs, but it was only for your first 5 or 10 multiplayer.
yeah, which they do something similar in comp
and
where
honestly, it was like playing against like the lowest difficulty AI bots,
Mm.
and it was so fucking. It was just like this so
yeah, they
easy.
should do that, man. At least I can feel like I'm winning.
There's a game out at the moment by Ubisoft, I think is. Have you heard of it, called X Defiant?
No.
Oh, Defiant. Yeah, I know Defiant. Yeah.
It's a first-person shooter, and that's got no CBM, everything. They've basically listened to the community and completely taken everything out and been like, "Here's a game."
Yeah, but here's my problem: is there like
And people are loving it.
I don't
They
understand
are, yeah.
why
They are.
people don't like skill-based matchmaking.
This is what I mean. This is why
It needs
it's
a balance.
because
It
it's
needs a
badly
balance.
implemented.
This is
Yeah.
why I brought up the.
Yeah.
This is why I brought up the. My favorite system was obviously the Halo 3 system, and I can't think of a fault of it, because you rank and then a number, and the number was your social skill as well. So you weren't ever put into like as a level 50 or whatever. You wouldn't be put into a level 1's lobby. You'd
Yeah.
put into mixed, so it'd be above
Yeah.
10.
That
or
worked like with Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Did that as well.
And at the moment,
What,
like
the
you were
old
saying
one or
about
the
your
new one?
elimination lobbies, is like what's good about ranked on separate on Call of Duty is you can only play one rank up, one rank down. So say if you are gold, you'll only ever play silvers or platinums, technically, unless
Yeah.
people party up. There is ways around it,
Them two.
but there's little way. But at the same time, boosting and that for them doesn't work. I've seen people who are who are diamond and that above us, like way above what I should be, and I can run rings around them.
Yeah.
It just depends on how it works. But these days, SBMM is just all over the place. Every company's got its own system.
Yeah.
The one thing they can't implement is people cheating. Like you said, Cronus and that.
I was about to say, is it
At the
all over the
moment,
place? For
the
them?
worst thing that's implementing it is technically streamers and that.
Yeah.
With these boosts.
Which for me, I think it's unfair. So, for instance, and Destiny are awful for this. So, like, they rely heavily on like streamers, sort of pushing the content and stuff, which is fine. I'll watch streams to learn mechanics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the reason they changed how the PvP side of things works is because the streamers complain that they're only playing against other streamers, which I'm kind of like, oh God, you're
Isn't that
playing
the point?
against someone who's the same level of skill as you.
Yeah.
So what do you want? Do you want to play with the rest of the community, which are lower skill than you are, so that you can have great sniper montages?
Yeah, that's
What-
it, isn't it?
A good way to describe it is when Apex came out, I played it for. That was the only game I played, I think, because I was really into Apex and I played it for a long time. I got all the achievements off the game, and then my girlfriend was like, "Oh, can you get me the 1000 G off that? Because it's only 1000 G. It's quite easy to do." I said, "Yeah, it's really easy. They're like 200 G each, so it's only got 5 achievements. It's really easy." And I was like, "Yeah, I can do that." I then went from ranked to a fresh lobby, fresh account, and I literally couldn't get less than I think it was 25 kills a game.
Yeah.
I was walking around like I was like the best person on the planet. If I'd put a streamed it, I would look incredible, and I could have been like, "Oh, look at me playing this game." And I went into her ranked lobbies, and they were literally bots. It was so easy. I was walking through them with a wingman and like it's an LMG, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "What?" And went to my profile like a week later, and I get like barely 4 kills. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
It's because like the skill-based matchmaking is hilarious. Like, I played for a long time, and what's hilarious is, like you say, you get stats from a point of view for a long time. Your stat curve stays at a steady rate, whereas if you're brand new and you go into it and you do really well, you get put into certain lobbies.
Yeah.
And you get that like freshman.
Yeah, but I think
Easy
my
lobby.
problem with it is like as a game company, you shouldn't base your game on 1% of the community.
No.
Even if it's not 1%, you shouldn't base your game around 10% of the community.
Well, that works for everything, though, doesn't it?
You know.
You've got to work. You've got to design everything around, the best common denominator for everybody.
Yeah, but they're not your bread and butter, man.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
They're not. You need to. That's why things are generalized to.
Yeah.
Like to ergonomically cover as many people as
Yeah,
possible.
but they should
that's what
average
they
it
should be
out.
doing.
Yeah, they should average it out because like
And like you say, they should be like, here you are. Here's the sweaty lobbies for the sweaty players. He's pushing past. Here we go.
but like for me, I'm just like I run a community of about 60 gamers who play Destiny. Do you know what I mean? Yes, there's a varied skill level there and whatnot, but we're all pretty alright at the game. But we're all, we're now 60 people who are kind of going, oh, I don't want to play PvP because there's no point.
And
I mean, we played like ages ago as a full fire team of 6 people. Let's check it in. We played against another 6, right? And one of the guys, mind you, there's 6 of us in a party, in a team, coordinating to get team shooting. And some guy had like 60 kills against my whole team. And I think someone in the team messaged him and said, "Oh, fair play, mate." And he replied just going, "Oh yeah, I'm just getting back into it." Like, do you know when someone's just like, "I'm just practicing, but I've killed your whole team 60 times." Is there a hole in your can, Lee?
I remember there being players like that on like Big Team Battle and stuff though on Halo 3. It's
Yeah.
unkillable.
Alright, that's enough, Jev. That's enough, Gavin. Why so much coke?
You wanted it neat.
Yeah.
True.
In fact, let me fill it right to the top for you.
You're alright, Lee.
Yeah, Lee.
Expensive taste of lean, eh?
Don't cry about that now.
Oh, Gavin, oh.
How does that happen to me? What he's done?
I'm just a victim.
A victim of your own incompetence in this particular occasion.
Oh. Another Jack. Yeah, so,
thought it was
yeah,
a
that's what I
moment.
mean. My personal opinion is big game companies
Big gay
Don't-
companies.
don't base your whole game on 10% of the community.
Well, yeah.
Because this is why Destiny has terrible pre-order stats for the next expansion that they're bringing out.
We have to pre-order the expansion.
Well, sort of, yeah. Well, the next
Seen that.
the next installment,
Is that
yeah.
so they can get an idea of how much money they're going to make off it to basically like, how
Well, the
much
problem
effort
is,
should we put
but
in?
this is the
Pretty
problem.
much, I think.
This is why they've had a Sony acquisition, because they've had. This is the lowest pre-orders they've ever had in the whole history of the game.
And I want to segue a little bit.
Yeah, segue, Lee.
You fucking moaned about.
You fucking-
Strange the swears.
You had a little moan about the whole Call of Duty interface being so confusing.
Yeah,
That was me,
Like-
actually.
but you've
No, no, no,
realised
no,
what
no,
I'm
him
used
too.
to.
No, him too.
Lee, you've
No,
realised
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
used to.
Yeah, but if you're used to that, Jesus Christ.
Honestly, this is how I feel about the COD
Like,
UI.
Jen, if you ain't
COD
been on
UI 's
Destiny in a
trash.
while,
I saw Lee running around that COD UI, and I was like, "What fucking witchery is this?"
Well, you can run around in the UI.
Honestly, honestly, mate,
So
Lee,
rude.
but you've got so
The
many
fuck are you
layers in
talking
Destiny.
about?
It's like, what?
there's not that many layers, Lee. You got a layer
Right,
into
okay,
the
right.
quest. You've got
Tell
a
me,
layer
tell me how you customize your player and how do you go to customize the colors?
to customize the
player
colors.
first, then.
All right, you press select,
Yeah.
and then you scroll to the right to the
Mhm.
cog, and then under the cog you will go to, is it play or something, or customization?
Now you've lost everyone.
Yeah, but Lee, it's the same as COD.
No,
I
it's
think-
not.
I
No,
think-
Honestly,
it's
they
not.
I think
No,
you're
it's not.
basically
No, no, no,
describing
no, no,
how
no.
you like add pictures on an Android at this point.
What's wrong with Android?
Oh, don't
To be
get
fair,
me
the bit-
started.
I'll give
What?
you.
What is wrong with Android?
They're trash.
I'll give you on COD.
Tell me something that an iPhone does that an Android doesn't do.
Apparently, they're actually better. I've had people tell me that are better, but I'm familiar with
What?
iPhones, and iPhones are more stylish and cool.
No.
Yeah.
I love my life as a dickhead. Yeah, but I don't. I know that they're better phones, and I have had Android in the past.
It's
But
a
it kept
glitch.
breaking because they're fragile, like a rotary engine.
Because Android sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, if
Right,
they're
yeah.
if they're like a rotary engine,
If
that means
it's-
they're amazing, right? They just have a tiny shelf
you're
life.
saying
The new rotary engine's supposed to be good, apparently.
If you're saying Android sucks, then you're just in these two cameras that are recording your face.
Oh, you tell him, Lee.
Don't
Yeah.
tell them we use mobile phones to record the goddamn
Well-
cameras.
Oh,
No, we-
Android mobile phones.
No,
we
don't.
might
These
add.
really expensive, British Telecom X fucking cameras.
Well hidden, no one will pick up on that.
Or what was the say? Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, this is a very expensive podcast, you know. It cost me at
Yeah.
least $3.99.
You're going to give BT a shout out?
One price, £10.
Tampons.
Had stolen in Italy.
I've had wooden ladders in my family 15 years. Talk to me.
Good fighting man.
Talk to me.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on.
Terry Tibbs.
Terry Tibbs, come on. Wooden ladders. I've had podcasts in my family 10 years. Come on, talk to me.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you the one thing on COD. Setting up your weapon, that is confusing.
Yeah.
I'll give
No,
you that.
for
but the
me,
rest of it
like I
is-
said though, we're basically in the same boat where you're used to the COD UI, and I get there and I'm like, what the actual fuck?
You have 1,000 layers in Destiny, so it's like, what the hell?
To be fair, there's a guy who did a video on how the UI can be improved. He's like,
I don't blame it.
he's
I
like a
don't blame
UI,
it.
he's like a UI kind of like, I think he's like a UI engineer, and he's just like, yeah,
Does anybody
you could
notice
literally
there's like
do
this
this.
really, really
Would that
niche
be-
market now on YouTube for people who are like, yeah, my profession is this, and I look very, very deeply into this one particular thing.
Yeah.
Nobody
Pirate
else
Software,
does.
by any chance?
No, not that in particular. Actually, like the one guy.
Have you watched that guy? Pirate Software.
No, I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
he's a real big geek sort of thing, but he's been a hacker in like Blizzard and everything. Now he's in Amazon
Okay.
dealing with games and whole game development.
Yeah,
But he does a heap of shorts on YouTube. I'm sure you probably come across them.
probably. You'll have to show me.
Yeah.
Put it in the chat.
I will. But he gives out really good information, different like short keys and
Yeah.
stuff too. Stuff.
Oh, yeah. I like this because we've segued
We have a
massively.
little bit. But
We-
yeah,
Yeah.
like they do seem to be like a huge market of YouTubers whose entire deal is I cover this absolutely one tiny little fringe topic, and because there's so much like media out there for me to cover, all I'm just going to do is like reactions to, things.
Yeah, but
that are in my zone basically. It's
but
like
that's-
if you did a YouTube topic donated specifically to like plastic car parts, pretty much. Like I'm going to go into the design of those. It's like that. You should do
Yeah.
that.
No,
Do it
I,
on here,
I
maybe.
shouldn't do that.
What
How-
interests
how-
me on
how would you
YouTube
improve
is the
that?
whole
How'd you what?
How would you improve that?
How would you improve this?
Just put it in the bin 'cause it's not Android.
I don't know.
I concur.
You can make it with a different plastic
There we
to
go.
start off with.
Has he got any blind bolts?
Some fabric in there to protect the
Ooh, yeah.
phone.
Blind bolts.
No,
Or-
this is fine.
Will someone else's loom get in the way?
Rubber based, but
How would you inject
I've
that?
got like a fine fabric in the back of mine.
Would you
Yeah.
inject it?
It's really cool.
what do you mean? Would you inject it? Yeah,
Would
this
what?
injection. It is injection molded.
Or would you not cast it?
An
No.
iron using.
No.
You wouldn't
Just
cast
get the
it, no.
McDonald's phone case.
I mean, I suppose injection molding is like casting, isn't it? You've just got a mold.
3D
innit?
print
You've got a
it.
cavity.
You've got a core in a cavity, yeah. So it's the same thing. It's just that I don't know, it depends on what kind of casting you're doing, sand casting, vacuum casting, or whatever. But
I'd like to do some sand casting. It looks quite fun.
Sandcastling.
you can do it at home, man.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go do some sand casting at home.
Just go on YouTube.
We can,
sand casting
We can design some MX5 parts for Dan and cast
sand
them
cast them.
and cast them in your garden.
I'd love to run that by him and see of a meltdown he has over the idea of cast parts.
He'd be fine.
Do you reckon?
He'd be fine. I think he wants to cast some of his components.
Does he?
Yeah, which is partly why I want to buy a PC so that I can design some parts for Dan,
Do you? Well,
and
you
then
know,
he can start sponsoring the podcast. I mean, to be fair though, if he does want to sponsor a PC so I can design some parts for him, that'd also be
he
tight.
wants to sponsor you a PC, does he?
Well, I mean, it's gonna benefit his business in the long run, surely.
So you don't ask what you don't get.
Yeah,
I did
Go on,
see him
text him.
last night.
I'll sponsor you a PC for 2% of your company.
Of JLR.
You can have that.
Dragon's Den.
You can have that, mate.
I'll give you a keyboard for another 2%.
A keyboard.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
thanks.
It'll have pretty lights on it.
Not an actual.
I'm not like an RGB guy, and I really don't understand RGB.
I don't
honestly.
either, but I would like a keyboard that doesn't suck.
Do you know what it is? Ooh, pretty
Wow.
lights.
Yeah, I'm just like, what's the point?
I saw a
I'm not-
gaming laptop earlier, and
Yeah,
I didn't like it for one reason. I would have bought it as well.
yeah.
I didn't like it because it had a strip of.
What was
really,
that?
It's like like a
PC.
strip of like almost like neon attached.
Yeah, it
like-
looked trash.
But
I'm after. a
This is what I
PC.
mean. I'm like, I'm function over form, man. I'm not like, oh, look at the pretty lights, pretty lights. Like, I got my mate to spec me a PC, and he was like, oh, do you want RGB? And I'm like, no, man. What's the point?
One thing I would like is water cooled.
Yeah,
I think
water-cooled
water
is
cooled.
Buy that water cooled
Illuminated
PC.
water
Oh,
cooling
I
looks
really want it. Just
Is
for
it
that.
is it upgradable? This is the bit that
Look, my question is to you: is like it's an i5, I believe.
Yeah.
I can change that now, can I not?
you'd have to
Can.
change the motherboard though. Depending, you have to
Yeah.
get the right socket that will fit that motherboard.
Okay.
Imagine if we did our own line of motherboards.
But to
one
be
day and
fair
called
though,
them daddy
like I
boards.
think my understanding is like the GPU is the most expensive
Clean
part,
daddy
isn't it?
boards.
clean daddy boards.
If it's Intel Core with any Intel Core chip,
Sure. Yeah, because it's same.
I don't know. I know that there's different sockets, so you need to get a compatible socket to the motherboard. But
Basically, does it really fit in or not?
yeah, but if we're saying that the GPU is like one of the biggest expenses, when you go to upgrade the PC, you can then buy a new board that will be compatible with the GPU. Then you move the GPU into the new board and then just buy new components for the new board. Is what I would say, allegedly. But says this, I'm struggling to buy a PC at the minute. So I'm like, it's just one of those.
You both are making it look like quite the ordeal, to be fair. It's quite
It's
impressive.
stressful, man.
Is it?
I mean, it's stressful, but I've learnt a little bit. I've learnt a fair bit.
I mean, I just
But-
got somebody to do it for me, so I
Yeah.
really
So
didn't have
so
to-
I was kind of hoping that it would be,
taken out of your hands.
yeah, just buy this. It's fine.
Yeah.
It will last you a year or
But
two.
you know what? You done what I said, and you asked 3 different people and got 3 different answers.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, yeah, what is partly the problem.
Yeah. Because, you know,
But-
everybody's opinions are different, aren't they? And
Yeah.
everybody's requirements are different. So that, nah, you'll need this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too many
Well,
cooks
I
boiling the
think
broth.
I've got the perfect solution. Yeah.
What's that?
Your second guest to the podcast, who replaced me briefly while I was on holiday,
Mr. Speed?
Mr. Joshua Speed.
He was the first guest, wasn't he?
He's not going to build me one. He's going to let me borrow.
His old one.
He's going to let me borrow his old
That's a good
PC,
idea, to be fair.
and it's amazing because it's just an idea that he just said, "I've got my old PC here. You can borrow it if you
That's a
want."
really good idea. It's going to be
And
filthy, mine, but, you know.
yeah, but my thing is, if I borrow his PC and it meets requirements, and there's still scope to upgrade it, I wouldn't be opposed to offering him some money for it
Yeah, totally.
because it's here.
I think he probably would accept as well.
This is what I'm saying is I'm definitely thinking if it's good, then I can offer him some money. If it plays Helldivers, then amazing, because we're now then going to pressure you into playing Helldivers.
Me?
Yeah, because collectively what we probably have to do is we probably have to buy Lee another solid state hard drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. His,
So
his SSD does look a little
yeah, well,
tired when you look
the
at it
problem
on
is
the
we
price.
have literally colonized his the space on his phone, not phone, computer.
Well, phones as well.
Yeah, so we've currently colonized his
All
his
technical
memory.
devices are
Yeah.
He's
occupied
out
by
of
the
memory.
podcast.
But having said that, if I'm gonna phone Speed tomorrow and hopefully he's available, because I'm gonna go MOT my car that way anyway. Then I'll go see him. Fingers crossed I can pick the PC up.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I might even be playing Helldivers
Oh, playing Helldivers tomorrow is tight.
with Yuli. So
I don't have the space to download. 100% don't have the space.
can you run it?
I don't have. No. This is how much space I don't have.
Can you run
this
it?
podcast ain't going on the computer until I'm done.
Yeah, but can you run it on an external hard drive?
Possibly, yeah.
I
But
don't know if that'd be a good idea.
it wouldn't be a good idea. It would be very slow.
Yeah.
Okay, so then can you transfer all podcast content onto a different
Yes.
That
onto a
you could
different
do.
hard
Yes.
drive?
That you could do.
That's what it is on. At the moment.
So
I have
technically,
got
then
a 400 gig hard drive at mine that's plugged into my PC, but it doesn't work. So you could have that for the time being.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
It doesn't work.
As in,
It's
they
in
haven't
the PC.
they haven't slaved it.
It's in the PC.
They haven't
I put it.
slaved
In,
it
I took the side of my PC off. I jammed the cable in it and threw it in there, and it doesn't work.
because he hasn't slaved it.
How do you enslave it?
How do you enslave
Is that
it?
not the right word? You just said.
I was
you just
like,
said
wait, hang
slave.
on.
It's
Yeah,
called
I
no.
didn't want to
Generally,
entertain it, just to
generally it is called like a slave hard drive,
Yeah.
basically,
Really?
because it piggybacks off the main system.
So I've
But
got a
is it-
SSD, a normal hard drive, and then that other normal hard
Yeah,
drive.
so if it's a so if it's
Well, how
a
do I enslave it then?
y-
Not that fucking. What do I say? How do I slave it? That's not. That's not good grammar. You're both doing the same face now.
Oh fuck!
Well, I
yeah,
didn't know
have a
this.
look. If there's a little switch on it,
Yeah.
then you can switch it to.
Oh, that would be
to
helpful
slave.
because that would give me a few hundred gigs.
If
more.
it doesn't have that, then I think there's a way of formatting it to be a secondary hard drive.
Is there any way I can go online and buy a slave?
I mean,
There is the dark web, I suppose.
maybe 500 years ago
I don't
in
want,
America.
I don't want to buy that kind of. I don't want that kind of slave, dude.
Libya. Who's that?
Oh.
Jev's guest.
Oh, we got more.
Are we
guests
all
on
bringing
that.
guests today?
I'm
I tell
guessing.
you what, I'm going to have to get a part-time ex-girlfriend so that she can come sit on the podcast.
Wait,
mate.
hang on. Okay, no, it is it.
Who's
It
that?
is Elle.
It is Elle.
I don't know, it doesn't sound like
I
Elle.
was starting to think it was the neighbour or
That
something
did not-
arguing
That
downstairs.
did not sound like Elle.
I thought you were arguing with the neighbour downstairs or something. Oh. How's he doing? Ah, good.
How's work, Elle?
Hi, Al.
Welcome to the future.
He didn't notice you earlier, Al. He had no idea it was you earlier.
I didn't look that way. That's why. My gorgeous wife.
Terrible.
Is right, by the way. Where?
Where have we left off?
Where have I missed?
We
Well,
were
you-
talking about
you-
the fundamentals of hard drive. And
We're talking
slaving.
about slave hard drives. But
Today's subject.
It's a hot topic.
Slavery.
anyways, no,
Hot topic.
that's what it was called. That was the PC lingo of back in the day. I don't know what the politically correct term is these days.
Well, what
but
else
that's
would
what
you
it
call
was.
it? Dentured servitude hard drive.
Reparations hard
Is it,
drive.
Is it sweatshop hard drives?
No, because
Edit.
they were taking the piss out of me because I was saying you need to slave your hard drive. And I was like, well, how do I enslave my hard drive? And then they just say,
Nathan,
well,
I had no idea either. I thought it was slave too. Slave. That's what you're thinking slave.
yeah, well, you see,
That we're not-
enslave is the verb for slaving somebody. Slaving would not be the right word. You have to enslave
The
them.
enclave.
Anyways, there's too much slave talk happening.
We-
I'm starting to become uncomfortable. All right.
Slave tangent at this point.
Let's all loosen our shackles and move on to the next job. So, do we get too deep into PCs? Did we?
Yeah.
We did a bit,
We
yeah,
haven't
and
found
you
out what
went
you
here,
do.
and you went here for that conversation.
Yeah,
It's a
we
very
segue
un-PC
completely.
PC talk.
We got from Destiny to somewhere.
We've started the intros of saying like what you done this week to like
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we also did say that we are going to probably segue.
Yeah.
Into
We
something
did.
else.
We did give prior warning.
But
you.
anyways, yeah, Lee,
I
Lee,
was
Lee
halfway
was
through.
explaining his Destiny experience and how he's
Stucky-
getting slowly
Stucky has popped your
sucked
cherry.
into the vortex
Popping
of
the
Destiny.
cherry.
Popped your cherry, is it?
I'm gonna volunteer some of my 12 of my quids to buy Lee the expansions.
Ugh.
Oh, 12 whole quids.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it needs
big
a show-
spend there.
To be fair,
There's so
if
many
he'd have
expansions
downed
as well.
that, he'd have had the money for it then and there.
Mm. I mean, to be fair, Lee, do you want to do it now?
Yeah, go on.
Go on. Oh no, not the.
Oh, you're saying download the thing now?
Yeah.
Make sure you're covering your card
Not
details.
the drink.
No, do
We'll
that.
do
Do that.
I was going to
No.
say, I'll pay for it if he drinks the drink.
It's not. Oh,
Lee, drink the drink.
what will you pay for if I drink the drinks?
Absolutely nothing.
That's a good incentive.
You don't ever need incentive to drink more drinks.
No,
You're an industrial Hoover.
I am Henry.
Is he a Henry or is he,
I'm a
or is he a
Henry-
shark?
No, I'm a Henry Turbo.
It's
Oh,
a Japanese
shit.
Henry.
It's actually. That's mint.
We sold them some gearboxes.
Do you reckon I could throw in a few Henrys?
I don't imagine they throw us a couple for the pod, no.
They probably should
Go on,
go.
get your contacts
Next
online.
next time you do work with them, just be like, if they like negotiate down the price, just go, yeah, I'll do it if you throw in a couple of Henrys.
I reckon they bought 2 NMRB 30s today.
Let's not talk about work, please.
Excuse me, sorry.
Oh, I bought a fucking drink in there as well.
Should we get back to what Jev has been doing this week?
I've been
I only
doing.
got halfway through.
Okay, let's get back to Lee
Am I
then.
making loads of residual noise?
Yeah, I know.
So, before I downloaded Destiny,
I could try a Gatorade, to be fair. It's got electrolytes.
yeah.
That's why I bought it.
If you like that, you're gonna like Prime.
No.
No.
No, no,
Don't-
no.
don't
Yes.
Start this.
You retract that statement.
Lee,
I'm not gonna retract that. statement.
Lee,
Retract it
can we
Let me
immediately.
drink that.
can
and
we
then
bring
I'll
out the visuals of the Prime episode and how
Don't start shouting
Freshly-
out Prime.
freshly
Oh.
disappointed we were?
I call out KSI and Logan Paul for a boxing match,
Okay.
please. And Jake
Oh.
Paul as well.
All in one night.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, all in one
I
night.
haven't actually tried it.
3v1.
Sign the contract, big boy.
Contract, small boys.
Signed contract.
Sign the contract, big boy.
Is that which flavour is that? Is that cool?
That's like
I really like that.
Yeah, it's like
No, no, no.
Does it
Prime's
taste
better.
like that without alcohol?
Nah, Prime's better.
no, it
It
is.
is Prime's better.
Nath, does it taste like that but without alcohol?
Prime's better.
It
than
couldn't
that.
taste less like that if it tried, mate.
That's really nice compared to that.
Yeah.
I d-
That's like an ice cream van drink.
Go on, have a go.
No, I just want. I would,
This won't be bad for your diabetes.
That is legit like an ice cream van
That's
drink.
nothing like that.
is that still bad?
It's after the JD mix. This is
What's funny
JD
is
mix.
that one was a nice one, and now it's trash.
Should have tried.
Nah. I think this stuff is relatively tight.
I like that. I really like Gatorade.
It tastes like ice cream van sort of pop drink. Thank you for watching this episode of Another Freaking Podcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Damn it! Damn!